I've turned RuneScape into a roguelike, and I'm locking myself into RuneScape's regions randomly for 24 hours at a time. In those 24 hours, I progress my account, bank, skills, and quests as far as possible, and then I take on the hardest PVM content in that area. If I fail the PVM challenge, I wipe my entire account, dropping everything I have ever accumulated. But if I succeed, I permanently unlock the ability to save one item if I wipe in the future. What's the goal? If I manage to successfully complete all 10 regions in a row, I'll immediately gear up and challenge Zook, the hardest PVM content in the game. If I win, the series is over, but if I fail, I wipe and start all over again. Can it be done? Let's find out. What is up, all you beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of the Roguelike OSRS adventure. I am very excited for this one. Thank you all so much for being patient with me as I was on a business trip for almost an entire week, so we were a little bit delayed. But let's go ahead and hit you guys with that recap before we get started in Morytania. So last region, we ended up rolling the desert. And I was actually really excited for this because there's a lot of content in here that I knew would be good experience. The first thing I did was knock out all the quests in the region. We didn't really have that many to do. And then I started blackjacking and really training my thieving up. I had forgotten that in order to access Ali Morsane's rune shop, we also needed to make a couple trips to some other rune shops, so that was a little disappointing. But I was able to get rune chain body and rune plate legs from a shop out in Narda that I was unaware of. I spent my time training a lot of combat skills, and then when we had a few hours left in the region, I decided to roll and see what our boss would be. It could have been Temporos, or it could have been Calfight Queen. I ended up rolling Temporos and did solo Temporos for the first time ever, and that'll probably be the only version of Temporos I end up doing from here on out. We ended up successfully beating that boss, which allowed us to permanently unlock our first item slot, and then we rolled Morytania. Alright, so I actually have some time left before we head over there. I am going to go ahead and grab the Ghost Speak amulet. It's like really vital to the Morytania region. And we have all decided that quest items should be kept anyway, and this very specifically is a quest item. But I went ahead and dropped it after the first episode because we hadn't quite decided whether or not we were going to keep those. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this, and then I'm going to make my way over there. It is a very important item for us to obtain, but I'm really excited to get over into Morytania. I do have some runes, but I am unsure if I actually have enough to sort of stack up runes for Barrows. So that's something that I'm really going to have to try and decide. Alright, there we are with the Ghost Speak amulet. But I've not really looked any more into it. I've got a quest rundown, I think, of everything that we have, so we'll go ahead and go over that now. I haven't looked to see if I can complete any of these, but in this region we have the Creature of Frankenstrain, In Search of the Mire, In Aid of the Mire, Rum Deal, Ghosts Ahoy, Cabin Fever, Sins of the Father, Haunted Mind, Shades of Morton, A Taste of Hope, and Theater of Blood. There probably is one more that might be like in the underground area over here. I'm actually unsure, but well, look, I think that's everything. I would love to get Shades of Morton done. I don't even know if I can like physically do that quest, but if I can, that would be a really nice quest to get done. Being able to utilize the pyre logs and everything would actually be super nice. That would give us a lot of stuff to do in the region, and I spent a lot of time there on the Only Chest account, so I'm very familiar with how it works. Alright, here we are stepping into Morytania for the first time, and there was one more quest. It was Nature Spirit, although I don't think that I can actually complete this. Oh, I guess I actually have to talk to him again. We are good to go through. Alright, first time stepping into Morytania. Now, there is a lot of stuff that I can do here. There are these ghouls here which will be aggressive to me, so this will actually be like a really nice place to do some AFK combat, which will probably be happening. Fortunately, I can't really utilize anything in the Slayer Tower because my Slayer level is 9. I think I can kill like crawling hands. That's it, which I might do, you know. I might want a nice pair of gloves. But outside of that, I can train agility here. We have Barrows, we have Shades of Morton, Now that I have the Ghost Speak Amulet, I might be able to at least start Ghosts Ahoy so I can get in here. I'll have to see if there's anything that drops the big bones in this area, because we do have the Ectofunctus, which is going to be really nice for prayer. So this location will be really nice for prayer. There is an allotment patch here, which is really nice. I do have a lot of allotment seeds, so we'll be able to work on some farming if I choose to do that. There is like a meat shop. I'm unsure like what exactly it sells. I know they sell sharks. But yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more deep diving as to what we've got here. Temple trekking would be really nice, but I don't think that I can complete all the quests yet for that. And then I'm going to have to take a look at the bosses and see what we've got, because I haven't even looked at the region overview yet. Alrighty, so as long as I can actually get 4 herbs from these 2 seeds, I should be able to complete Shades of Morytania, just from what I have in my bank. I might be able to do it even if the seeds die, but I'm not planting them until I actually get some compost. So I'm gonna have to wait another farming cycle for the wheats to grow so I can actually start making some, but I'm gonna chill here. I got a lot of stuff to do today, but I wanted to get this started before. So if we can finish this quest, it's gonna be really, really, really nice for the account. There we are. Hopefully this will give us at least 4 herbs. That would be absolutely amazing. I think that it will. Oh, it's going to give us more. Absolutely amazing. Okay, well, I'm going to keep planting stuff here because I do have some other herbs that I want to get through. But this should be enough for us to actually get the level that we need to complete Shades of Morytania. I do have 2 more Terramins saved in the bank, just in case I was able to very closely get to the level, because we need 2 Terramin potions unfinished for the quest, and I will save the rest of these as well. Let's go ahead and pick these limps, and then we're gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna start collecting some logs. I really do want to do a lot of Shades of Morytania. We're gonna get some good prayer experience, and we're gonna get some really nice fire making experience as well. This is gonna be a really great region for us to train prayer in. I did read some of the comments yesterday. My video launched yesterday for episode 6, and apparently the only hard rec requirement locked behind the actual Theater of Blood raids is Priest in Peril. And since we have done that, I'm going to figure out how exactly I can get on in over there. For those of you that watched the Only Chess series, that was actually the only raid that I just never did on the account because I could never actually find people that wanted to do it. And I'm going to tell you right now, I definitely wasn't going to be able to do it solo, but I heard that the entry level raids isn't as terrible. Do I think that we'll be actually able to do it on this account currently where we're at? No, but I definitely am going to give it a try. Obviously, if we end up rolling that instead of Barrows, so we'll have 2 bosses for this region. We'll actually have Barrows and entry-level TOB. So I'm going to go ahead, start that quest, and then I'm going to gather some logs. There's not a lot of logs to gather over here. I have regular wood that I can gather, and then once I'm 60 wood cutting, which actually isn't too far away, there are some yews that are right over here, and then there's another place where yews are, I think. But there are some yews here, which I do remember from my Only Chess days, so that's pretty nice. So those are going to be really vital for burning the shade remains once I have a high enough fire making level to actually utilize those yew logs. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go over some of the things that we have access to in Morytania. It's not a lot. It's a lot of combat stuff. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to be able to utilize because a lot of it has high Slayer levels, but that's fine. As far as bosses go, I know I said we have basically Theater of Blood and Barrows for us, but eventually we'll also have Nightmare and Grotesque Guardians. And then for combat content, there's a lot of different things to do here. We can get the Salve Amulet, which will be really nice. We can complete the Haunted Mine quest. we can complete the Shades of Morton quest, the Nature Spirit quest, because I'm pretty sure I did buy a sickle amulet or a sickle mold when I was in the desert region, which means if we can complete that, we can also complete In Search and In Aid of the Morytania. I'll have to double check and make sure I can get all those items, but I am pretty sure that I can. There are 2 quests I can start, Ghost Ahoy and Creature of Frankenstrain. And then quests that I can't start are Rum Deal, Cabin Fever, Sins of the Father, Taste of Hope, Darkness of Hollowvale, because I don't have 5 construction, and A Night at the Theater. Yeah, there's a lot here. We have like Fasani's Nightmare, Brain Dead Island. We're not going to be able to get there yet. Temple Trekking, which would be really nice. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to utilize that at the moment. For the notable locations, we have Slayer Tower, Canfis, Morton, Berg de Rot, Meyerditch, Darkmire, Sleep, Port Phasmatis, Dragontooth Island, Mostly Harmless, and Harmony. I'm going to be focused on Shades of Morton. I have some goals that I want to go over, such as 50 agility, 50 hunter, 40 fire making, 60 attack and strength, and 50 defense, 30 farming, and 55 crafting. Those are just the main things that I want to focus on. That way, when we leave this region, I feel like that I was able to accomplish something other than the quests, because there really isn't that much to do here for me at the moment, being the combat level that I am. And there we are with Shades of Morton quest done. Man, this really does take me back to the Only Chests account. Spent a lot of time here. We should get all the way up to 20 prayer. Absolutely love to see that. I didn't think it was going to be that high. That is really nice. Alright, well, it's time to start collecting some sacred oil for the logs that I have. I don't need too much because it is 2 for 1. I only have to use 2 doses per log since it's the lowest tier. But I'm going to go ahead and start collecting that and killing some shades for the remains. And there we are, the 52 crafting. We can now craft the Serpentine Helm, although I don't think that we'll be doing that anytime soon. I went ahead and did the math. I need 188 vials of this sacred oil here. And as soon as I get a silver bar, I'm going to switch over from regular shades over to the fringe shades. We're going to get a bit more prayer experience, and we can get some willow logs as well in case you want to come back here and do more with a higher shade burning. But it is just going to be more prayer experience and just better items overall for us. You honestly love to see it. I needed silver bars for Nature Spirit, and we got them. So I'm just going to continue opening up this chest and stalling so that I don't get attacked. Ooh, we got a Amulet of Defense. Very good. There's not really anything else that I need from here, but I'm just going to finish opening these because I do have the keys, so might as well go ahead and do it. Alrighty, here we are finishing up the Nature Spirit quest. It's gonna be a very nice for us. I'm pretty sure we will not get any levels from this, which is fine, but now I can take the boat back. And this is the boat that I'm talking about. I need to, of course, use it for Barrows if we end up deciding to do it, and for collecting the shade remains and doing Shades of Morton. I can teleport there with a minigame, but getting back was a long trek, so we also just need to do this quest to get it done in this area. Well, I thought maybe I had high enough stats to do Haunted Mine, but no, I did not. So instead, what I'm gonna be doing is just mining some iron and coal here. I need to make some steel bars for In Search of the Morytania, so at least this total trip was like not completely useless. I am still going to be getting quest items that I need to complete some quests. I'll have to venture back down here towards the end of the region to see if I can actually complete this quest. I was hoping to be able to use the Salve Amulet on my Shades journey, but I think I did like 20% damage to the boss and like ran out of swordfish, so 100% not happening. I even used like the Ruby Harvest that I had and some strength potions, and it just wasn't cutting it. I was wrong about this boat. I need to complete, I think, In Search of the Morytania, which is fine because I planned on completing it anyway. So I just have to get that done now as opposed to later. There we are with 45 mining. Absolutely beautiful. I am going to have to make another trip after this, and these trips take a while to get down over here, which is a little unfortunate, but you know what? It is alright. And I am finally back from my business trip. A couple days removed. I was incredibly busy once I got back with work and the business, but I had an absolutely fantastic time, and I will be making at least 3 more trips to various conventions over the next few months. So that is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm very, very excited. I probably honestly will be setting up a booth at one of these conventions as well. So a lot of awesome things in the works for the business. And of course, obviously for the account, we're at 1,011 total level. Love to see that. Hey, and there we are, completing In Search of the Meyer K. Now I can finally use that boat. I don't think I need to do an 8 of the Meyer K, but I think I set myself up in order to be able to do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and look real quick here. I think I have enough stuff. Nope, I need steel bars and some coal, which is fine. I know where to get those. I also need a sapphire and a couple other things. I might be able to complete this quest. I will have to see. Alrighty, honestly, this was such a massive quest that I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get done. There we are in aid of the Meyer K. 2,000 experience in attack, defense, strength, and crafting. Access to Bird to Rot, very, very nice, and access to temple trekking. Absolutely beautiful. It's just very, very nice for us. Temple trekking is going to be absolutely amazing. That wasn't even something that I kind of like thought that we were going to have, and we are just over 7 hours in, and I think I only have 2 quests left that I actually need to get started and caught up with. Alrighty, we've got some Frin remains, and before I head back and get some more sacred oil for the rest of the logs, I wanted to go ahead and actually get the flame tier bag so I don't have to just keep an inventory full of stuff to repair the temple. It is just going to be a lot better for me if I have that. Plus, I would also love to get the hammer that also increases the rate and efficiency of the equipment and resources that I am using over there. So hopefully we can end up getting that. I am going to go ahead and burn these since I already have 37 pyre logs and see what we can get. A first chest, and we get the flame tier bag. Absolutely beautiful. I went ahead and used the rest of the shader remains I had, so we're just going to open up all these bad boys. There's not really anything exciting that I can get from here. It's just going to be stuff that I can like alch, maybe for a little bit of cash, or maybe for like a quest later. But it is nice to get that flame tier bag. Ooh, alright. Amulet of Strength. That is our... I guess I was wrong. And then I also can come over here, open these 2. I don't think I can actually get the hammer that I'm talking about. It's like so late night, and I just like didn't even look it up. But that's fine. We got the flame tier bag. That's what I wanted. So now I can go collect the rest of the sacred oil vials. Hey, there we are with 53 crafting. I knew we were at least going to get 1 level trying to get all of this oil. After this inventory, I will be up to 100, so I will be a little over halfway there. Probably about 66% of the way, because I think I did the math. It was like 375 logs about a week and a half ago when I did that math. Hey, there we are. We just got 58 strength, and I definitely think that I'm going to get 60, because I'm like only halfway done collecting these shade remains. I honestly forgot how long this took. Did not realize I spent so much time here on the early chest account. I just completely forgot about how much time I spent here. So honestly, kind of insane, but we are chugging along. I have over 150 remains. I just need about 170 more. Alrighty, I've got all the remains ready to go. I've converted all my logs over to pyre logs, and there we are with a 53 prayer. I don't think that we'll get another one. I didn't do any of the math for this. I just did it for fire making. So who knows? I guess we won't find out together by the time I am done. I think we just got our last fire making level that I wanted to get here. I wanted just to get 40, to be honest, but I forgot that applying the sacred oil to the logs also gives some fire making experience. So we are going to end up with a little above 40. We just snagged 41, and I'm going to tell you all right now, I will not be doing this again for a couple reasons. One, this is incredibly slow. It's taken up a lot of time in this region, and I didn't think it was going to be this slow. But I know back when I did it on only chests, it was a lot faster because I had higher combat, and I was also just killing better shades and doing better pyre logs. So when we come back here, if I'm not 80 plus combat, I won't be doing this because these shades are super annoying to try and do this. But I am almost done. I have 37 remains left to burn, and then I will show you guys all the keys that we've gotten, and then I'll go loot everything from the catacombs. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at all the keys that I have. I have over 100. What are we at? 180? Oh no, I have way more. I didn't even see these down here. So I have like under 200 keys. So that's going to be really nice. I'm going to start taking these bad boys, and I'm going to look and see if there's a lot of stuff that we can get. I know I'll be able to like high alch a lot of stuff, which will be really nice because I have fire runes and nature runes. So we'll be able to get some magic experience, and I'm going to save all the high alching for when I'm doing agility over at the Canifis rooftop. There are 2 more quests I have to start. I don't think we're actually going to be able to complete Haunted Mine. I don't think that's going to be happening. We really didn't get close at all. But I need to start Ghost Ahoy and Creature of Frankenstrain. So when I head back over to Canifis, we'll go ahead and start those. Well, I just got the bronze locks. Honestly, I didn't really care about potentially getting those, but it is nice to know that we have them. That is a collection log slot ticked off for us. I would like to get the, I guess it's iron or steel locks. I think it's just iron from the next set of keys, even though technically I think it's steel keys. I could be wrong. It's been forever since I've actually looked any of that up. But what I really like about these chests is we're going to get a lot of chaos runes, so I'm not going to have to do any prep work over at Barrows. And we already have an air staff, so just being able to cast good old wind strike on our bear's attempt, if that's what we end up getting, that will be super nice for us. Ooh, a black dagger poisoned. Did not know we could get that. Alrighty, time to move on to the steel keys. I'll actually be very shocked if we don't get a steel lock, because it is a 1 out of 62, and we've got over 200 steel keys to go through. I think it's like 252 maybe. I could be wrong, but we have a lot to go through. The big things that we can get here are the Rune Scroll of Swamp Bark and the Rune Scroll of Blood Bark. I don't think that we'll get those from this because it is like a 1 out of 2,000 chance. And we're going to get loads of alchables. We can get some willow logs, which I will just end up burning because there is a chance we're not going to finish this region, and I would like to get that fire making experience. Good to go. We will get a lot of emerald rings, which will be nice, and we can get some medium clue scrolls, but the likelihood that we can do anything in this area is gonna be pretty slim, so we'll see what we end up getting. I do plan on just doing agility until I run out of things to high alch. I don't really want to be that inefficient with our time because I've already feel like I've wasted a lot of it doing this, but I think I have like 400-ish fire runes, so we should be able to do around like 90-ish items to alch, so hopefully we'll be able to get a decent amount of agility experience. And there's our first medium clue. Let's go ahead and read that. Nope, can't do that one. I am just gonna go ahead and keep it though, because there is a chance that we could die and then roll any region, so just go ahead and keep that for now. Oh, that is an upgrade. The mithril mid-helm is an upgrade for us. Was not expecting that. A second trip, we just got the steel locks, so I think that's like pretty much everything major that I realistically envisioned us getting. So if we get anything else, I'll go ahead and take a clip of it, but if not, the next one's probably going to be us completing all the steps that we can in one of the quests that we still need to work on. I totally misspoke earlier. I said I was going to high alch. I don't have the magic hole for that, but I am going to low alch because, again, I don't need any of this stuff. And we have about 150-ish keys left to go. These shades in here, though, hit pretty hard. which is a tad unfortunate. So maybe we can't get an upgrade though, because I have some mithril bars, so I might be able to actually make something. Nope. Oh, a mithril axe. That's about as good as it can get, so not really gonna have any use for that, but it is good to know later if I come to this region. It is the first one. I can get a mithril axe for like logs if I'm that high leveled, and I don't have a rune axe yet kept and saved. So I just got done using all of my keys, so let's go ahead and take a look here. We got about 360 in total value. To be honest, it's more around 400k because I did get a lot of cash while we were over there too, but this is going to be the stuff that I will be high alching. I am going to use these willow logs to burn. That should be a decent amount of fire making experience, and then after that I am going to do some agility and low alching. Hey, there we are with 49 magic. We can now enchant ruby jewelry and bolts. Very nice. I am finishing up here on our low alks. We just have a few more left to do. I am low alking these animate bars because they alk for about 200 and I think like 12-ish, something around there. But I can't use them. I'm nowhere near 70 smithing, so we're just going to be alking them instead. I have no idea why I thought I had to go over to Sears Village for this quest. But we just got the Ring of Chaos. That is a very nice quest item. 1000 theming experience, 2 quest points. We have completed the Creature of Frankenstrain. Very, very nice. Alright, that is the last quest that I could actually complete in this area outside of Haunted Mine, which I do not have the combat stats for at all. So we will not be trying to complete that and waste our time. I am going to start Ghosts Ahoy because I can't start it while we're here. And I'll have to stop whenever we need the dye to repair the toy boat. Here we are finishing up 45 agility with about 4 hours left in the region. There it is. So we unlock some agility shortcuts, but what we're gonna do now is we're gonna roll and see what boss we got. I have about 800 chaos runes in the bank from when we did all those key openings, so if we end up getting Barrows, I will save them. If we end up getting the entry level raids, I am going to use them because I don't really see us successfully completing that with these beautiful stats. So let's go ahead and switch over to here and let's just go ahead and pick the chunk. We're just getting right into it. I'm really hoping it is a Barrow. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, thank God. Woo! Okay, I did not want to do raids. Oh, that's so good. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so we have Barrows. I'm going to do a little prep work. I feel very confident that we will be able to complete this, but I need to do some prep work. I'm going to go make it so that Arams and Carol are in their actual crypt and not in the tunnel, because if they're in the tunnel, I don't have prayer potions, so that's not going to end too well for us. So I need to go maybe do a run or two to get them into the crypt, and then I'll be good. I'm probably just going to train agility the rest of the time, and then we'll do a Barrows run with about 45-ish minutes left. Alright, just wanted to do some prep work for Arams, because I think that's probably going to be the most difficult one. I am selecting coal and iron for all of these, and I think that should be enough. We can make some arrows. I have feathers, and I have access to arrow shafts here, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and do that. But this will give us well over enough arrows to attempt Arams, and hopefully be able to kill it. If we can't kill that one, well, then we fail, because I'm going to have to kill all the brothers for this Barrows loot. I'm not just going to have to loot from the chest. That would seem really cheap if all I had to do was just loot from the chest, so we will be killing all of the brothers in order to successfully complete this region. Alrighty, this will probably be the last agility level we get in this region. That is 49 agility. Love to see that. We have a 64 marks of grace. I'm going to go prep myself for Barrows. I need to restore my prayer points, and I really want to make sure that I have enough time to do this, because I know how long it took on the Only Chests account whenever we were doing Aramless runs, so it's probably going to take a little bit longer than that. So I'm going to go ahead and prep the account for the boss fight. There's always this one shade that just follows you incredibly far from shades. That's actually insane. So Arams is going to be the make or break on this. I have put everything into a DPS calculator at 100% is better for me to be using range. Even with a maple shortbow and steel arrows, this is our setup. It's the best range gear that I have. It says about 48% of the time that we will miss. So hopefully we can actually do this. I know Barrows drains prey. So let's go ahead. Let's get in here and let's see what we can actually do. As long as we can hit, I'm going to feel really good about Arams. And so far we are. Like I said, Arams is going to be the one where if I can't kill Arams, then this isn't going to be doable. But so far, it's looking really, really good. We're at 42 prayer points, 26. I'm feeling very confident. I know that we'll be able to kill Carols. I don't really see an issue with that. And then all the melee brothers I can save inside the tunnel. Then I'm going to show you guys exactly what my process is going to be for all of that. And I'm going to have to walk back, obviously, to restore my prayer points over at the nature altar. I'm going to have to do a gear switch because I wasn't really sure how long it would take to kill Aram. So I wanted to have as much food with me as possible, which is why we're going ahead and starting this now in case I did have to run back. So we got 14 prayer points, 33 hit points left. Hopefully we can start slapping this out and not start getting slapped ourselves. It would be very unfortunate if we got this close and had to try again. But it looks like we are going to be able to defeat this. Scott. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling very confident. Okay, whew, we did it. That was what I was so nervous about. I'm going to go restore my prayer. I'm not going to record myself walking all the way back there and then walking all the way up to re-gear. But we have Arams out of the way. Alrighty. This is the second part, but I feel much more confident about this one than I did Arams. So I have some death runes here, and then we'll switch over to the good old water bolt once I am done with these. Hopefully I won't really need to use too many of those. Let's go ahead and let's see what we can do. I'm using my good old robe of the Eledians. I don't even know how to pronounce it, to be completely honest with you. They don't give a magic bonus, but I figured since I'm casting magic, I might as well look like I have a magic bonus. Our magic bonus is not very high. It's plus 20. It's my staff and the amulet of magic. So the amulet of magic I made literally doubled the bonus that I had. So we got about 13 runes left. It's looking good so far. I did bring like a tank gear switch just in case I do have to start eating. Hopefully that doesn't happen because Carol can really start firing off some nasty hits in a row. Alright, I love to see that 11 there. Okay, 18, very good. Another 15. Oh, that should be it right there. Alright. Defense, what defense? Absolutely beautiful. I don't really need any more prayer points, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch over. We're going to go down into the tome. I'm going to figure out where my tunnel is. Alright, it's not there. Oh, I just got slapped for a 23. Oh my goodness. For those of you who don't know, you can kill all of these. Oh, there we go. Very, very nice. So yeah, this actually is a good room to try and set it up. So you guys are going to get to see what that looks like. I am going to kill some of the creatures here just for percentage potential value. I think it's like 2 skeletons and a bloodworm from what I remember. I feel like it just stays with you for so long, but it has been a while since I've done any Barrows. I really just got tired of it on the only chests, and then I did like a 24 hours of doing Barrows. And I did not get a lot of items for that 24-hour doing Barrows straight video. So now I'm just going to go back and forth here. It'll be very obvious if I get a Barrows brother. And I'll be able to tell once the crypt is full and I can no longer spawn creatures. It'll be pretty apparent. And we're getting really close to that point. I can do it one more time. Alright, so we didn't spawn anything there. It's not really an issue. I can come down here and do it as well, because I can stay from behind this rock. And then, even though it doesn't show that there's a ladder here, I've marked the tiles from the previous time where I've done stuff on only chests. I can safe the melee brothers while we are in there. So the only downside is like taking incremental damage from the good old things when we walk through the door. Man, I really was thinking I would spawn something relatively quickly. We can do it over here as well, because there is a rock. Oh, there's Guthans. Okay, perfect. So I can pull on over here, and I can just put this stuff on, and then we can go to town. I'll go ahead and take these off. And hopefully the skeleton doesn't come around, because I don't feel like tanking it. But I gave myself plenty of time to where, like, if I have to leave to go get more food, I certainly can. I don't think that I will, but this is going to be the method. And once we kill this, I will cut the clip and I will just show myself force spawning the other ones so you guys don't have to sit through all of this. But this is how I'm going to do Barrows. Oh, of course. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. I guess I'm just gonna like kill the skeleton because I need to anyway for points. And I'll be safe spotting everything else, so it doesn't really matter. I have a lot of food. Thank goodness we have swordfish, and my melee stats are actually pretty good. So I'll have no issues killing these skeletons. The only thing I have to worry about is potentially these guys despawning, but I don't think that that's gonna happen. Just because I am able to do a good amount of damage, and we are using Water Strike here. I'm so happy that we're actually going to complete 2 areas in a row and get to unlock an item. I was talking to my buddy Gabe, I was like, how absolutely nuts would it be if I rolled Barrows and then got an item on KC1, because I have never gotten an item on Kill Count 1 before at Barrows, and I think I've done Barrows on like a lot of accounts. So that would be absolutely insane. It would potentially be an item that I would save depending on what it is. I know we're really far away from using anything, but just like having that item saved would just look so nice on the account. Alright, Guthans is dead, so I'm going to cut the clip, and we're going to keep doing it until I force spawn the other 3 melee brothers. Alright, that didn't take too long. I got Varrox. There's a lot of skeletons here, so hopefully if something's going to aggro me, it's going to be a rat or a bloodworm. But hopefully nothing does aggro me. Hopefully I can just kind of chill behind this ladder. I do remember them getting caught on the edges here, since I was able to spawn them over here. I was able to run across this way and do it as opposed to this way. They wouldn't get caught on the ladder this way, so the only way they're going to get me is if they walk all the way around here and come up this way, and it doesn't look like that's happening yet. Oh, this feels so nice. It's going to be... Oh, I can't wait. 2 regions in a row where we get to unlock a permanent item. As long as I don't get slapped by Darox by doing something absolutely stupid and dying. But... just feels really nice. I honestly was really nervous because I had no idea, like... if I would have rolled raids, there's no way I'd have been able to complete that. It just was not gonna happen. So I'm really glad that we did not roll that. Alright, we've got Thorax here. I just had to kill a skeleton. I really don't want to kill this crypt rat, so I think I'm just gonna kind of leave it alone. Because, oh, thanks, someone else killed it for me. I have Entity Hider on, so I was doing a lot of shade stuff and trying to use the vials of oil to get sacred oil on that fire, and just you click so many people. So I still have that turned on from when I was doing that. Thorax is going down pretty quickly. I don't envision or see him despawning, so that's going to be super nice, and we will just have Darox left to go. I'm glad he was... I'm glad I was able to get Arams and Carols like outside of the tunnels in their crypts. I only had to do 1 run to prep this, so I literally killed nothing. I just ran to the middle, looted the chests, and that was it. So I'm gonna try and force spawn Darox, and then that's gonna be it. That's gonna be super nice. Oh, there he is, but I can't actually kill him here because I think he will despawn. Oh, I don't think I can actually save him from this location. Yeah, I cannot. So we're gonna run off and go spawn him somewhere else. Alrighty, we got him. I did have to swap worlds because I think the entrance for me is actually back this way, so these doors were cut off for me. But oh, this feels so nice being able to kill him. Hey, and the bloodworm can't get to me. I will probably kill it though. We have plenty of time. I'm very excited to see what we're gonna get from this chest. Hopefully it's not just coins. That would be a worst case scenario. I'd be happy with any amount of runes. I don't know what region obviously we're gonna roll next, so I have no idea if I'm gonna be even able to get runes in the region. There are a handful of regions that we haven't rolled yet, but I'm hoping for a new region. I'll just say that. I think it'd be really cool to get Fremenic. Do I think I can beat Fremenic? No. I guess it depends on which Dagonoth king we roll. Because if we roll Rex, I can safe that. If we roll one of the other two and I don't have prayer pots, I don't think that's going to be happening. And I could honestly just die trying to get to Rex anyway, but that is neither here nor there since I have no idea what I could get. And I do have the correct potential, so I am just going to run over here. I have plenty of run energy. And I am going to loot this chest, and it feels so nice. It feels so nice. I'm very excited. Let's go ahead. This is going to be KC2, obviously, because I had to run in here the first time. But this is the boss complete. We got a strange icon. I think I have to take that to the man, but we got 242 death runes and 134 chaos runes. Yeah, I think I have to take that to the guy outside, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think that gives me, like, some prayer experience, which is going to be pretty nice if I remember correctly. If it does, I think that's going to get me 54 prayer, so... Oh, I have to go this way. So I'll see you guys up there. That is the boss complete. Our loot was only worth 36k. Got a little excited when I saw this, and then I realized it was the strange icon, but that is another region successfully completed, and we have now unlocked 2 permanent bank slots for non-quest items. And since we're already at the ladder, I guess I will just go ahead and go on over to the strange old man. I don't know if I have to use it on him, so let's see. Beautiful. Alright. See if we get anything good. Yeah, we get a dusty lamp in the crypt map. Oh, I think that lets us view the map on the mini map down there. 20,000 prayer experience. Don't mind if I do. That is 55 prayer. We got 2 prayer levels from that. Well, we can wield spirit shields, but I don't think that we'll be getting one anytime soon. That is beautiful. And if we somehow end up getting preserved from raids, we'll be able to use it. I am going to do some other things in this region. I'm going to finish it up with agility. And honestly, I might be able to get 50, which would be really nice. So I'm going to go ahead. I did get some coins so I can take the boat back up. I'm going to finish this region off with agility, and then we have about 10 minutes left. I am going to roll the next region. Alrighty, we are finishing up this region with some agility. I was able to sneak out with about 10 minutes to spare. 50 agility, which is going to be really nice if we do end up rolling Asgardia. Now it's time to go over all the progress we made for this region and then roll the next one. So when we started, we had 36 quests completed, and we are up to 41. We had 66 quest points, and now we are at 77. We started with 1,000 total level. We gained 43 total levels in this region. And we had 3,035,000 experience coming in, and we're leaving with 3,367,000. So we gained roughly 331,000 experience. Not too shabby, and of course, we ended up completing Barrows. Didn't get an item, but we did complete it. We're ending with 73 Marks of Grace. I'm going to be really upset if we end up just having to drop these and not being able to use them. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over to our map picker here. We only have 6 options. So let's just go ahead and see what we end up getting. I don't know really what I want. Not the Wildy, that would... Oh, we got his Carney. I'm so glad I got 50 agility. Oh my god. And this time, Mole, if we end up getting Mole. I'm pretty sure it's still the only thing we can get. I will be absolutely decimating you. And we get to do a lot of combat training again. This is going to be really nice because we have a lot of supplies going into here. So I am very excited to see what I can do this time around without having to reset upon entering here. So I'm very much looking forward to this. Let me know what you guys think we should focus on in this region. Alrighty, so the last thing I want to do here is just take a quick look at the bank. We have 103k cash. There is a rune shop here, so I probably will be using a good amount of money to train magic. I would like to get high alch in that next region, but we're walking in with a lot of stuff, and it feels very nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And of course, I need to give a big shout out to the channel members, including a new one. We have Sir Otterman joining us at the Crystal tier. And then we have Tom also at the Crystal tier. And then Father Duo and Liz Lemon at the Master tier. Thank you guys so much for going above and beyond supporting the channel. And if anyone else is interested in joining, there is a link in the description down below. And for all of you other beautiful people, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all in 2 weeks. Have a good one.